Real fast.
Are you sick? Let's see.
I took the kids to the daycare and I slept during the day and picked them up and
You're you're still sick, Mary? Oh my goodness. Bless her heart. Oh.
on that side of the bridge.
220, no, Dr. Lake or Black Creek?
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, come on. It's 5:00. The board meeting, Clay County School Board Special Meeting, July 23rd, 2018, will come to order. If you'll bow your heads, I'll do the invocation since I didn't ask anyone. Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for the rain. We hope that we have had enough rain, Lord. Please be with us today as we discuss our mill levies and our millages and in our budget. Help us to always act in a way that would be pleasing to you. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Would you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'm so discombobulated today. Ladies, I did it backwards, but just forgive me. I'd like to welcome the citizen of Clay County. I think everyone, okay. I want to thank you for coming because you're the only member of the public who did come. We welcome comments, and we will have a public hearing, and you'll have an opportunity to address the board. And we do appreciate you coming. It makes us feel like someone cares. Thank you. All right, number one is to review the 2018-19 proposed millage rollback rate calculation and the 2018-2019 tentative budget, all funds. Dr. Legutko? I think you're not on.
Test. Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. Madam Chair, board members, Mr. Superintendent, I am here to present to you the first public hearing on the adoption of the millage rates and the 2018-19 tentative budget. Please understand that this is the exact same information that was presented to you last week at the meeting to obtain approval to advertise the same information. So with that, I will be going over the first 15 slides in your handout. Okay. Again, these are the important dates for this fiscal year, budget adoption and approval. The next main meeting will be at the final public hearing on Thursday, September 6th, 2018. Okay. Again, for 18-19, our proposed millage levy will be for required local effort 3.933, which will generate approximately $46,922,471. Your basic discretionary will be 0.748 to the tune of $8,923,979. And of course, your capital outlay, 1.5 mil, will generate $17,895,679. A total millage of 6.181, which will generate a total dollar of $73,742,129 to support our budget for next year. Our total millage rate to be levied is more than the rollback rate by 0.98%. Okay, this is a comparison of last year's millage to the proposed 18-19 millage rate. As you can see, last year it was 6.438, generating $71,778,606. Next year's millage rate proposed will be 6.181, generating $73,742,129. It is an increase of about $1.9 million. With that, what does that mean for our taxpayer? It means that if you have a home that is worth $125,000, using your homestead exemption, the tax value will now be $100,000. Using last year's rate, you would pay $643.80 in local tax. Using the current rate, you will pay $618.10. It is a reduction of $25.70. So it is going down. However, again, if your property value went up, you know, you'll probably still experience a savings, even though, again, let me explain. I'm trying to explain the rollback rate. The reason that we had to advertise a tax increase is for the purpose of our millage rate was 0.98% more than what the rollback rate would be. So the next slide will explain the rollback rate. Basically, if the rollback rate typically would produce the same level of ad valorem tax revenue as was levied in the prior year. Basically, what would be the rate to generate the same amount of revenue as last year? What rate would that be? Obviously, we're earning a little more than what last year would be. So therefore, for a homeowner, it would mean if you paid $2,000 last year for your tax bill, and this year your tax bill based on our current rate is, say, $2,200, what would it take for you to pay $2,000 for next year? That means we would need to roll back that rate. So for us, in order to roll back the rate, instead of charging $20 per thousand, it would be $18 per thousand. That's really the rollback rate. And again, I am required to say this by TRIM, Truth in Millage. Okay, so basically what we're here today is to approve the tentative budget. Again, this is just a tentative budget for 18-19. It represents all funds, general fund, which is pretty much our operating budget. It's about $315,016,888. Our special revenue, which includes food service and special revenue funds such as Title I, Title II, Title III, all of those special revenues that flows through the federal government through the state. That projected budget is about $35,199,868. Our debt service is about $6.449081. Our capital projects represents $45,280,280. Representing a total budget for 18-19 of $401,946,118, $401,946,118. The next ad is really our notice of school capital outlay. We using the LCIF, the $1.5 million, it will generate $17,895,679. Of which we are projected to support the following projects. And that is a listing of all of the potential projects that we intend to use those funds for. Sorry. Again, there's motor vehicles, there's maintenance, renovations, repairs, equipment, the ERP systems, our maintenance fees for lease agreements. Those are just a few items that I can call out. Again, also, our payments of our debt service, we have three COPS issues that's still outstanding. So our LCF funds supports the payment of our debt service. It also supports our property and casualty insurance. So again, that is also part of the LCIF budget. Okay, the next ad represents the amended notice of tax for school capital outlay. This it was in 1718, there were projects that was not listed on that first list that we are required to notify our concerned citizens about those changes in that plan. So this is one of the ads that represent the changes for the 1718 advertisement. This is a second ad that represents changes that happened in the 16-17 budget year. And those are the projects that were funded using the LCIF funds. Okay, again, like I said, as a result of the rollback rate, because our millage was more than the rollback rate, we needed to advertise a notice of proposed tax increase. So looking at last year's property tax levy, it was $71,731,628. This year, we are proposing to levy levy the millage to generate $73,742,129. What does that mean? It means that in order for us to participate in the FEFP, and receive $218,259,471, we are required to set the millage to generate $73,742,129, which is a combination of state funds, local funds to operate our district budget. Okay. The next steps, of course, is I'm asking the board to adopt a millage and approve the tentative budget for 2018-19, as well as set the final public hearing for September 6, 2018, to adopt the final millage and the budget for 18-19. Thank you.
Is that it? Yes. Thank you. Okay. Next, we have public hearing for comments. I'll open the public, and this is on the 2018-2019 budget and millages. I'll open the public hearing. If anyone is here who would like to address the board, now is your opportunity, Mr. Warner. Yes, this is 18-19 budget and millage. You don't wish to address the audience. Okay, address the board. Then I'll close the public hearing and bring it back to the board. Now, if you would refer to your second page, and you ladies know the drill. Okay, number 3.
Madam Chair, do you want to read the whole thing? Or?
This is to adopt the 2018-2019 required local effort mill levy.
Madam Chair, I move that the Clay County School Board adopt the 2018-19 tentative proposed required local effort mill levy of 3.933 with a proposed amount to be raised of $46,922,471. The required local effort millage includes basic RLE of 3.930 and a prior period adjustment millage of 0.003.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mrs. Condon, second by Mrs. Karakis. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Number 4, adopt the 2018-2019 Basic Discretionary Operating Mill Levy. I'll entertain a motion.
I move that the Clay County School Board adopt the 2018-2019 tentative proposed base discretionary millage of .748 with a proposed amount to be raised of $8,923,979.
I second it.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Kerekes, a second by Ms. Bola. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Next, number 4, adopt the 2018-2019 Basic Discretionary Operating Mill Levy.
That's the one
Oh, we just did that one. Number 5, adopt the 2018-2019 Local Capital Improvement Fund Mill Levy.
I move that the Clay County School Board adopt the 2018-2019 tentative proposed capital outlay millage of 1.500 with a proposed amount to be raised of $17,895,679.
Second.
Have a motion by Mrs. Bola, a second by Mrs. Gilhousen. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Number 6, adopt the 2018-2019 total mill levy.
I move that the Clay County School Board adopt the 2018-2019 tentative proposed total millage, which equals 6.181, with a total amount to be raised of $73,742,129. The total millage rate of 6.181 is 0.98% more than the rollback rate.
Second.
Have a motion by Mrs. Gilhousen, a second by Mrs. Condon. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Number 7, adopt the tentative 2018-19 through 2022-23 educational facilities plan.
I move that the Clay County School Board approve the 2018-2019 through 2022-2023 five-year educational facilities plan.
Second.
Have a
Madam
mo-
Chair,
excuse-
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I know we don't normally do public comment, but I wanted to share something with the board, the chairwoman and the superintendent. So I had a lot of feedback last night from some parents on this educational facilities plan. So I had a conversation this afternoon with Dr. Kemp, and he reassured, so I just wanted to publicly acknowledge that we have moved, in this educational facilities plan, we moved the expansion of the Keystone Elementary cafeteria out 5 years. It had been on track with Dr. Zinlet. I know you mentioned it last time. And he assured me that the superintendent, Dr. Kemp assured me that the superintendent and his team have some innovative ideas for that. So publicly, I'd like to reassure those parents that the superintendent and his team have that under control, and they are paying attention to it, even though it got moved on the plan. That was a big
Okay.
concern.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, I had a motion by Ms. Condon, second by Ms. Kerekes. Let's see that.
We need a vote.
All those in favor, I see I'd already written it down.
Sorry.
I can't do things ahead of time. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Number 8, adopt the 2018-2019 tentative budget, all funds, and set the public hearing for the 2018-2019 final budget Thursday, September the 6th, 2018 at 6 p.m. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I move that the Clay County School Board adopt the tentative budget for the 2018-2019 school year as follows.
General operating in the amount of $315,016,888. Special revenue budget in the amount of $35,199,868. Debt service budget in the amount of $6,449,081. Capital outlay budget in the amount of $45,280,280. Total final budget of $401,946,118, and that the School Board of Clay County set the public hearing on the final budget for Thursday, September 6, 2018, at 6 p.m.
I second it.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Caracas, a second by Mrs. Bola. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Number 9, Resolution 19-01, determining 2018-2019 tentative millages.
I move that the Clay County School Board approve Resolution Number 19-01, determining the 2018-2019 tentative revenues and millages levied for fiscal year 2018-2019.
Second?
I have a motion by Mrs. Bola, a second by Mrs. Gilhousen. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Number 10, Resolution 19-02, adopting the 2018-2019 tentative budget.
I move that the Clay County School Board approve Resolution Number 19-02, adopting the tentative 2018-2019 budget.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Gilhousen, a second by Mrs. Condon. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 5-0. Very good, ladies. Next, we have presentations from the audience. Is there anyone who wants to speak? Employee or not? Yes, sir. Would you like to speak? Yes, please. And if you would, state your name and address for the record. And you might want to pull the mic down. No, no.
Maybe I'm a little.
If you'll
confused.
just state your name and
Okay.
address.
Richard Werner, Club Lake Drive in Orange Park.
Okay, thank you.
Resided in Florida approximately 22 months, moved from Northeast New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
So things are a little different down here.
Oh, okay.
When is the conversation or meeting going to occur about the proposed 1 mil increase starting with 2019, 2020?
You want to address that, Mr. Davis? It's on the ballot.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, to the chair. So one thing we did, Mr. Warner, and I know me and you have been in a number of conversations through email, and I think the board's been looped in as well. So we have had multiple conversations internally at, whether it's at board agenda reviews and also through our cabinets, and to starting to grow legs to the community. And when I say that to the community, we blast a number of information through social media, through our website, and along with our Twitter and Facebook accounts to make sure we start to continue to educate every one of our stakeholders about the rationale for increase of the mill. We know that, this board and myself, well, this board as well, and myself, in direction of electing to seek the millage, it's not our decision of whether or not we are for it or against it, but we thought it's a perfect time let the community decide whether or not they wanted to elect to increase the mill. In our conversations, we know that we haven't increased the mill in so many years in Clay County, and I believe it's around 10 years that we haven't increased the millage rate, and that there definitely is a need right now, especially with our underfunded mandates related to safety and security within our schools. We know that this mill would bring us a significant amount of money in order to put resource officers in every one of our schools, and also look at hardening controls, and then additionally help in any way the board decides, to move forward with additional expenses as it relates to the overall operations of the school district. So as of right now, we'll continue to push out information. From a district's perspective, we can't tell one how to vote. We can only encourage those when to vote, which will be on August 28th.
Will there be a formal meeting dedicated exclusively to that? For example, here in this room or somewhere?
Yeah, so through the chair, for myself, I will be going with the team to meet in local pockets of the community just to discuss it, and those may be at certain locations. We're in the process of launching, finalize our plan by the first week of August, which is this week, hopefully by the beginning of, on the 6th. That way we can continue to go out and educate our caregivers and stakeholders about the need for the increase in the mill.
Excuse
And
me.
Mr. Davis, when you have these meetings set, would you be sure that
Yes, ma'am.
he gets the information?
Well,
So
my
you-
question is, will it be published somewhere for the community? I'm sure Mr. Werner's not the only one that would
Yeah.
really like to attend.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am,
Maybe-
through the chair, we plan on, once we get it finalized, we'll put it on all social medias and we'll put it out for publishing.
I'll be sure it gets in the Clay Today, and maybe if we could get a mention even in the Times Union. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Superintendent comments.
I'm good. I'm just appreciative of the hard work from Dr. Legucco and her team, along with Dr. Kemp. Thank you for continuing to help us be fiscally responsible and having a plan to show that we continue to move in the right direction financially. So thank you for having a balanced approach with me, for putting money not only in the classroom, but on the classroom as well. And I thank the board for being a supportive in our efforts. So.
You mean, that's it?
That's
School board comments. Ms. Condon, Ms. Karakis, Ms. Bola, Ms. Gilhouse. And I have no comments. Meeting is adjourned. 30.